Go ahead. Yeah.
You won't believe it. We found him. We found him. Oh my goodness gracious. It was gross. It's horrible.
A peaceful forest search turned into a horror scene as Fred and Sheila McCoy, YouTubers seeking Joseph Couch, stumbled upon his decomposed body while live streaming. Their accidental discovery would unravel the dark truth behind the I-75 shooting suspect's disappearance and forever change their understanding of vlogging investigations. These are 7 vloggers who accidentally found disturbing crime scenes. December 31st, 2017. At the top of his popularity, YouTuber Logan Paul ventured deep into Japan's infamous Aokigahara forest, known as the Suicide Forest. What started as a typical vlog quickly turned into a shocking encounter that would ignite outrage worldwide.
But this morning, Logan Paul is in some hot water after he posted a video allegedly showing the body of a person who recently committed suicide. The video viewed over 6 million times in just 24 hours.
Logan Paul and his entourage stumbled upon something no one expected to find on a fun vlog, and the disrespectful way in which he presented his findings made the whole internet mad. Logan Paul wasn't just a random tourist. Born in 1995, he built his fame by making high-energy, outrageous videos that millions of mostly young viewers adored. This wasn't his first viral moment, but it was about to become his darkest. The forest itself has a tragic reputation. Hundreds have taken their own lives there, making it one of the deadliest suicide spots in the world. Paul's decision to enter this place for content set the stage for a disaster. Instead of turning away, his camera captured a body hanging from a tree. What happened next crossed every line.
And then you're going in there trying to make some funny joke vlog about it with absolutely no respect for the countless people that have died in this forest.
Yeah.
The countless people.
And I mean,
this is a yearly thing.
Rather than showing respect or even silence, Paul filmed the body and even made jokes while wearing a silly green hat. The mix of levity and tragedy shocked viewers worldwide. The hosts of The Real Rejects blasted him for his tone, pointing out how utterly disrespectful it was to treat such a grave discovery like a goofy stunt. His attempt to blur the victim's face and include hotline numbers did nothing to soften the impact. To many, it looked like a callous exploitation of a tragic death for clicks and views. The outrage was explosive.
The outrage was swift. Breaking Bad star Aaron Paul calling Logan pure trash. Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner calling him an idiot.
Celebrities and internet users alike publicly condemned the video, calling out Logan for his lack of empathy and poor judgment. The backlash wasn't just about taste, it was about responsibility. Logan's huge influence meant that millions of impressionable viewers were watching and reacting. His next move was a critical moment.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
In an apology video titled "So Sorry," Logan acknowledged his severe and continuous lapse in judgment. He said he didn't expect forgiveness, but wanted to take responsibility. Paul admitted he should have turned the cameras off immediately, expressing genuine regret for filming and uploading the disturbing footage.
I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide.
His apology extended to everyone touched by the video, especially those affected by mental illness, and most poignantly, to the victim and their family. He asked his fans not to defend his actions, acknowledging the indefensibility of what he did. But the fallout went beyond just one apology. Experts weighed in on how platforms like YouTube push creators to chase clicks and views, sometimes at the cost of ethics. The rush for content that shocks can lead to deeply harmful moments like this one. Mental health advocates warned of the damage such videos cause, noting that showing graphic images can worsen distress for vulnerable people. YouTube itself faced scrutiny for how it moderates content. Initially, the video stayed up despite violating community guidelines. Eventually, YouTube removed Logan from its premium ad program and delayed projects tied to him. but the damage was done. This episode sparked a global conversation about the limits of online content creation, the responsibilities of influencers, and the real cost of chasing viral fame. The moment that changed Logan Paul's career forever was one no one saw coming in a forest known for silence, but haunted by tragedy. But not every vlogger in this list made a mistake like Logan. In the next case, an accidental finding even helped authorities solve an ongoing criminal investigation. August 27, 2021, Jen and Kyle Bethune let their GoPro camera roll as they searched for a campsite along a bumpy Wyoming road. They spotted a white van with Florida plates, but thought nothing of it, until days later when a missing persons case would transform that dashcam footage into crucial evidence. Jen and Kyle Bethune's GoPro rolled as their RV bounced down a rugged Wyoming road. They were just another full-time RV family capturing another day in their van life adventure. The camera, mounted on the dash, recorded everything in front of their vehicle. Every bump, every turn, and every passing vehicle. Their attention caught on a familiar sight, a white Ford Transit van with Florida plates, parked quietly off the road at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. The Bethunes, also from Florida, thought about stopping to say hello to fellow travelers from home. But something about the van felt off. The windows were dark and closed, the vehicle seemingly abandoned with no visible activity. They decided to keep driving, dismissing the uneasy feeling as just another quiet moment in the wild. Later that day, their footage would capture another pass by the same van. Again, nothing seemed overtly wrong, just another vehicle parked in the wilderness. The significance of these moments wouldn't become clear until days later, a revelation that would transform their casual travel vlog into critical evidence in a disturbing crime scene. Jen was editing their travel footage when she was tagged in a social media post. The FBI was asking for anyone who had been in the Grand Teton area on August 27th to check their photos and videos. As she scrolled through her footage, the realization hit.
So I went and got my phone, and as soon as I got my phone, I got a notification that says I was tagged in a story. And the story was saying that if you were in the Tetons on August 27th, to please look through anything you have.
Her heart raced as she recognized the white van with Florida plates in her footage. The same vehicle now linked to a national missing persons case. Shaking with adrenaline, Jen immediately contacted the FBI. Their casual road trip footage had become a crucial piece of evidence in the Gabby Petito investigation. The Bethunes had unknowingly captured one of the last known sightings of Gabby Petito's van. Their routine vlogging practice of always keeping the camera rolling had become a vital contribution to the search for truth and justice.
This is when we found the footage of Gabby Petito's van when we were at Spread Creek in dispersed camping in Wyoming by the Grand Tetons.
As the investigation unfolded, the Bethunes watched in shock as their footage made national news. What started as an ordinary day of van life became part of a heartbreaking story that gripped the nation. Their commitment to documenting every mile of their journey had, unintentionally, given investigators a crucial timeline in the Petito case.
I gotta tell you guys, today has just been an absolute emotional roller coaster. We don't have a lot of film for it. They just got in, they did find a body in the area that our footage was in.
The emotional weight of their discovery hit hard. They had hoped their footage might help bring Gabby home alive. Instead, it became crucial evidence in a tragic investigation. Jen's compassion for Gabby's family was palpable as she spoke about the toll of their accidental involvement.
I can't even imagine what it's been like for Gabby's family. So we'll update you in a bit when we know more.
Through it all, the Bethunes maintained their commitment to helping others. They announced that all the AdSense earnings from their YouTube videos about the case would go to charity, countering any suggestion of profit from tragedy.
Everybody thinks we're doing this for the money, but the truth of the matter is all this money is going to charity. Regardless, we'll get a lot of views. We're getting a lot of views.
In this story, ordinary people became part of extraordinary events. What began as a simple day of vlogging became a crucial piece of evidence in a national tragedy. The Bethunes' decision to always keep their cameras rolling helped bring closure to one of the most widely followed missing persons cases in recent history. As the investigation continued, the Bethunes remained focused on their original mission, documenting their van life adventures. But now every mile they travel carries the weight of their accidental involvement in a disturbing crime scene. Their story stands as a testament to the power of citizen journalism and the unexpected ways that ordinary people can make a difference in the search for truth and justice. But there are more criminal findings like this happening all the time. The next case takes us to an even more gruesome accidental discovery of a disturbing crime scene. May 2022, Kevin Hansen was just cutting grass at an abandoned house in Oklahoma. What started as a simple act of kindness quickly spiraled into a chilling discovery that would shake him to the core. It was the moment he noticed a strange, strong odor coming from inside the house.
I was in the backyard, and I don't know if anybody knows, all the windows are open, so I assume there may have been a body in the house, but it's a very, very stout smell.
Kevin Hansen, known online as Lawn Care Juggernaut, is a Catoosa-based lawn care expert who turned his YouTube channel into a mission. He offers free lawn work to abandoned or neglected properties, helping out families going through tough times. His goal? To give back to his community and make a difference, 1 yard at a time. That day, Kevin had been trimming bushes and cutting grass on a property believed to be foreclosed on. The house looked empty, windows wide open, flies buzzing. But something didn't sit right. When his wife stopped by to help, Kevin noticed the air smelled foul, unlike any ordinary abandoned place. The scent was unmistakably the smell of death. He cautiously checked around and found a shed cluttered with empty liquor bottles. That's when he made the call that changed everything. He alerted the police to come and check the property, fearing someone might be inside, possibly hurt or worse. The officers arrived quickly. Kevin watched as they entered the house for a wellness check. Minutes later, his worst fears were confirmed.
Just hang on 1 second. So, the person inside is deceased.
So, there is someone is deceased in there.
Kevin was asked to stick around while they secured the scene. The quiet lawn care job had turned into a crime scene. For Kevin, this was no longer just a job. It was a traumatic reality.
All right, so I'm gonna fill out this witness statement real quick, and then I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna leave it messy, but they're gonna have, someone to, you get the point.
He filled out a witness statement and packed up, visibly shaken. Kevin admitted later that he never expected to stumble upon something so grim. The thought of someone dying alone in that house hit him hard. This experience weighed heavily on him. The event triggered painful memories of loss in his own family, and it left Kevin questioning how many more stories like this go unnoticed. Months afterward, Kevin shared how the incident changed his perspective. He received a heartfelt message from the deceased's sister, thanking him for bringing closure and sparing her family further pain.
Sister of the brother that lives there, she reached out to me about 2 months after posting the video. She said, it was extremely hard to watch the video.
Kevin believes he's led to places where his help is needed, almost like fate guiding him there. But he also knows this job comes with unexpected burdens. Despite the darkness of that day, Kevin remains committed to using his platform for good, helping others, and raising awareness about the hidden struggles behind neglected homes. If you think mowing lawns is just a simple job, think again. For Kevin Hansen, it became a journey into the heart of loneliness, death, and community responsibility that ultimately changed him and made him look at life differently. But if Kevin found a person's body by mistake, our next blogger is the complete opposite, an expert in diving into mysteries. April 3rd, 2000. Aaron Foster and Jeremy Bechtel vanished without a trace in rural Tennessee. 21 years later, a YouTuber's sonar revealed a chilling discovery beneath the Calf Killer River, a car-shaped shadow that would finally solve the cold case. Sparta's Calf Killer River. Jeremy Sides, a dedicated YouTube diver, has just surfaced, his voice barely steady as he radios in confirmation. After 21 years of waiting, searching, and hoping, the case of missing teenagers Aaron Foster and Jeremy Bechtel finally has a breakthrough. The muddy current concealed their fate for 2 decades, but modern sonar and relentless determination have cracked this cold case wide open. Aaron Foster and Jeremy Bechtel vanished without a trace on April 3, 2000. Their hometown of Sparta, Tennessee was left with nothing but questions as the days turned to years. The pair were last seen leaving Aaron's home in her 1988 Pontiac Grand Am, destined for a night out with friends that never happened. The local sheriff's department scoured every lead, but the trail quickly went cold. Life moved on in Sparta, but the void remained, a haunting mystery that became an unfortunate part of local history. Years passed, technology advanced, but the case remained. Enter Jeremy Sides, a Georgia-based scuba diver and YouTuber with a passion for solving cold cases. His channel Exploring with Nug had already helped crack several missing persons mysteries. For Sides, this case was personal. He was roughly the same age as the victims when they disappeared, and he remembered losing friends to car accidents in his own youth. The pain of not knowing, the lack of closure, drove him to pick up the trail where official investigations left off. Sides dove into the case, literally and figuratively. He pored over missing persons databases, studied the geography, and focused on bodies of water near Sparta. His first search attempt came up empty, but fate intervened when Sheriff Steve Page saw Sides' efforts online. Page reached out with a crucial tip, a section of the river that had never been properly searched. The new information reignited the investigation and gave Sides a fresh lead to pursue. The morning of December 1, 2021, Sides launched his boat on the Calf Killer River. Hours of methodical sonar scanning paid off when the unmistakable shape of a car appeared on his screen. His excitement is palpable in the video as he realizes the significance of the find. Donning his dive gear, Sides descended into the murky depths. His underwater camera captures the moment he wipes mud from the car's trunk, revealing the word Pontiac. Later, he uncovers the license plate. The aftermath is a whirlwind of emotion and activity. Sides immediately contacts Sheriff Page, who arrives at the scene within minutes. The significance of the discovery hits everyone hard. Sheriff Page tells Sides,
"You just became White County's hero to me."
The recovery operation begins, and the world watches as the car is carefully extracted from the river. Inside, authorities find human remains and personal items that confirm the tragic fate of Aaron and Jeremy. Yet the emotional weight of the discovery is immense. Aaron's father, Cecil Foster, struggles to describe the surreal experience of seeing his daughter's car after 21 years. He recalls fishing over that very spot, never imagining the truth was so close. The boy's family, on the other hand, seemed very hurt to find their son was indeed dead.
The family of Jeremy Bechtel tells us they have mixed emotions tonight after learning about the car. They know it means closure, but also the end of hoping the two would be found alive.
The sheriff's department, while grateful for closure, acknowledges the bittersweet reality. The end of hope, but the beginning of healing. Major John Meadows, the lead investigator and former classmate of the victim, says,
"It's very humbling to be able to be a part of something that is going to bring so much closure to so many families."
Aaron and Jeremy, been missing over 20 years. They're going home.
And the case serves as a powerful testament to the impact of citizen investigators and modern technology on cold cases. Sides' discovery not only resolved a 21-year-old mystery, but also inspired a wave of similar efforts by other amateur sleuths and YouTubers. The collaboration between sides and local law enforcement became a model for future cases. The long search for answers ended, but the legacy of determination and hope lives on.
The whole investigation was led out of the west end of the county. That's where everybody assumed something bad happened, and that just wasn't the case.
As the riverbank returns to its quiet flow, one can't help but wonder what other secrets lie hidden beneath the surface of this and other bodies of water, waiting for technology, persistence, and a touch of luck to bring them to light. And technology, indeed, is what helped our next adventurer to make a similarly eerie discovery.
Remarkable moment, a YouTuber broke open a case that had been unsolved for a decade. There in the water, a car belonging to 59-year-old Donald Irwin, an Army veteran who went missing in Missouri's Ozarks back in December 2013.
December 2023. James Hinkle, a dedicated YouTuber and diver, paddled quietly across a small pond in rural Missouri. His mission? Track down clues in a cold case for 10 years. A missing Navy veteran named Donnie Irwin. What began as a routine search was about to become a breakthrough no one saw coming. Donnie Irwin vanished on December 29, 2013, near his home in Camden County. He'd gone out to buy cigarettes and never returned. Missing a leg and using crutches, Donnie's disappearance baffled authorities and devastated his family. For a decade, his whereabouts remained a mystery. Hinkle wasn't just any hopeful amateur. Equipped with sonar technology and drones and fueled by a personal drive to solve cold cases, he methodically scanned ponds and ravines that had been overlooked or dismissed in past searches. He followed possible routes Donnie might have taken, searching every inch. Then, on a chilly morning, something caught Hinkle's eye. The drone revealed an unusual shape beneath the murky water, a shape no one had seen before. A submerged vehicle is hiding beneath algae and sediment.
That is a tire. The water looks pretty clear. I don't see a car attached to this tire. I mean, it's a good thing, not in a way a bad thing.
Hinkle's sonar pulsed over the pond floor. The image on his screen was unmistakable. Square, metallic, definitely a car. His heart raced as he maneuvered his kayak closer.
It's definitely a car. I mean, it's metal, so it's stuck to it. 45-degree water.
The discovery sent shockwaves through the small community and reignited the years-old investigation. Deputies and cadaver dogs arrived swiftly, confirming that the vehicle was Donnie's silver 2002 Hyundai Elantra, the very car Donnie was last seen driving.
After identifying the Hyundai Elantra as a match, the Camden County, Missouri Sheriff's Office and their cadaver dogs found remains in the pond, along with an artificial hip consistent with the one Irwin had.
A grim find followed. Human remains and an artificial hip consistent with Donnie's medical history were recovered from the pond. The evidence was compelling, but forensic experts were called in to confirm the identity. Hinkle remembered the strange twist of fate that made the discovery possible. A hay bale floating in the pond had cleared the water, just enough for his drone to spot the submerged car. Without that, Donnie's fate might have remained hidden forever.
That hay bale acts as a filter.
The community watched as years of anguish finally found some resolution. Donnie's sister, Yvonne Irwin Bowen, who had spent years pleading for answers, was contacted with the news.
Yvonne is Donnie's sister, and she's been the driving force behind this the entire time. The first thing that I said to her was, "I'm sorry that this is your Christmas present."
Her response was heartbreaking yet hopeful, reminding everyone how much closure means after so long. The Camden County Sheriff's Office praised the countless volunteers and Hinkle's relentless search, calling this discovery a new beginning for the case. For over a decade, nothing had surfaced. Now a submerged car and remains cracked open a mystery that haunted a family for years. The final step would be for the investigators to complete forensic tests to confirm the remains and uncover the full story behind Donnie's disappearance. But for now, a heartbreaking chapter finally finds closure thanks to a YouTube adventurer. But our next story won't be as wholesome as this one. It will show you a completely accidental finding that will leave you speechless.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You won't believe it. We found him. We found him. Oh, my goodness gracious.
September 18th, 2024. In the thick brush of Kentucky's Daniel Boone National Forest, Fred and Sheila McCoy were live streaming their search for a fugitive when they stumbled into something no one expected: human remains. The air was heavy with a foul odor that Sheila couldn't ignore. Fred, a retired police officer with roots in the storied Hatfield-McCoy feud, and Sheila, a longtime school aide, had been hunting for Joseph Couch for 6 days. Couch, a 32-year-old suspect in a terrifying highway shooting, had vanished into this vast wilderness after opening fire on Interstate 75, leaving 5 injured. Their method was simple but effective: follow the vultures.
This couple tells me that they weren't just hiking, they were hunting. They've been looking for Joseph Couch, and it all started as a date night idea 6 days ago. They've been posting a series of videos on their YouTube channel.
The couple noticed dozens of vultures circling above a remote patch of forest. Fred knew vultures didn't just appear without reason. He explained how nature's scavengers can mark the location of something sinister. For them, it started as a date night turned mission to help their community and maybe cash in on a $35,000 reward. The terrain was brutal: thick briar patches, steep inclines, and dense undergrowth that made every step a challenge. Sheila struggled with asthma but pushed forward. The McCoys knew the search was more than just a hunt. It was a desperate bid to bring peace back to a fearful community.
When I started smelling it with my nose like it is.
I knew it was strong.
And when I said that vulture had some meat in his mouth.
Yeah.
As Fred started smelling the putrid scent, the grim truth became undeniable. The body was deteriorated beyond recognition, but the vultures had led them exactly where they needed to be. Almost immediately after alerting 2 state troopers who had been combing the area, the party stumbled upon the remains. It was the grim conclusion to an 11-day manhunt for the man who had terrorized drivers on I-75 just miles away.
After 2 people live streaming on YouTube found the body in the Daniel Boone National Forest.
Authorities confirmed the body was Joseph Couch, based on items found at the scene and later DNA analysis of bone fragments, as the extreme decomposition thwarted initial soft tissue tests. Officials revealed the suspect had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The discovery brought a sigh of relief across Laurel County, where schools shut down and businesses locked their doors during the tense manhunt.
Almost immediately after that interaction between troopers and the McCoys, the troopers and McCoys stumbled upon an unidentified body.
Fred and Sheila's chance discovery ended the fear that gripped the community. Sheriff John Root expressed regret that Couch wasn't caught alive, but acknowledged the closure this grim find provided. The McCoys were recognized publicly and awarded a $25,000 bounty for their determination and crucial role, a reward they accepted quietly, knowing the toll this discovery took on them personally.
Couple who found the body of the suspected I-75 shooter received the first part of that reward money. The City of London shared this photo yesterday of Fred and Sheila McCoy, along with the Mayor Randall Weddle and KSP Trooper Scotty Pennington during the...
For the McCoys, what started as a live-streamed search turned into a haunting encounter with death. Sheila admitted she didn't want to go through something like that again, but both agreed their efforts helped a community find peace. But the story of Joseph Couch's rampage and his final moments in the wild leaves a lingering question. What drives someone to such violence? And how do communities heal after such terror? This crime scene discovery was intense, but wait until you hear about the final entry on our list. You'll be as surprised as this unsuspecting vlogger was when he made his nightmarish discovery.
Remains were found, those skeletal remains, in an abandoned building on Milwaukee's north side. The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office needs your help identifying exactly who that person may be.
August 10th, Milwaukee's north side, a long abandoned church stands silent. But inside, something far from quiet. YouTuber Matthew Nunez is filming the eerie emptiness when he stumbles on a chilling secret.
The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office says Matthew Nunez was filming for his YouTube channel of this abandoned building. And that's when he found a body and called police.
What happened next shook everyone. Matthew Nunez called the police immediately after finding what appeared to be human remains on the building's second floor.
The firefighters actually used a ladder to get into those windows. That's when they went to the second floor and found skeleton remains.
This wasn't just any vacant building, it was the former Dr. Louis S. Beauchamp Baptist Center, a church and multi-use space that had been abandoned for 15 to 16 years. What secrets had it been hiding all that time?
He called police after finding a body, mostly a skeleton, on the second floor. Firefighters used a ladder to get in. Police say the head, feet, and left hand were skeletonized.
The man wore heavy winter clothes, athletic pants, a large coat, and a white shirt with a Pfizer logo. No weapons or drugs were found nearby, and police say there were no obvious signs of foul play.
Police believe the body belongs to a man based on his clothing. He was wearing a large winter coat and athletic pants. The man had a total of 5 rings on him.
Locals like Delarice Williams, who lives nearby, were heartbroken. For her, the hardest part was imagining how long the man had been missing, away from family, alone in that decaying building. 5 distinctive rings, including one yellow band with a dark blue stone, were found on the man. Tattoos marked his arms, including the word King. Investigators hope these clues might unlock his identity.
The ME says they have not identified the man. Police say they are looking at missing person reports to see if they have any possible matches. A family that has no idea where their loved one has been.
So far, no matches have been found in missing persons or tattoo databases. Police continue combing through reports, desperate to find who he was, and to bring some closure to his family.
We reached out to the Milwaukee County City Development, and they confirmed to Fox 6 that the building is city-owned, and they said that they plan to tear it down in the near future.
This abandoned church, once a beacon for community and faith, became the final resting place for a man lost to time. What brought him here? How long had he been forgotten? Those questions linger as the building crumbles. Sure, the city owns the property and plans to tear down the building, but the shadows it holds won't be so easily erased as they imprint a lasting memory on the community and on this vlogger who could have never imagined he was on his way to accidentally find the most disturbing crime scene.